Hi, welcome to another video from cardboardeast.com. My name's Jay. I play Asian board games and share what I find with all of you. Today, we're going to take a look at Blade Rondo. Blade Rondo is a two-player dual deck game, but it can also be played solo, and we'll be playing the solo game today. Now, Blade Rondo has its roots in Magic. You're basically playing cards and trying to reduce your opponent's health to 0. My opponent will be the blue, and trying to do that before they reduce your health, which is the red here, to 0 for me. And I'm just going to go ahead and play through. And before we begin, I want to say that the foot space of this game is actually a lot smaller. This should be in my hand, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to splay out all the cards here. In order to set up the game, you'll take your 40 sword cards, and this is a print and play version. All of this is not finalized. The art is finalized, but these cards were just printed over my Netrunner cards, and they're pretty thin. These cards will actually be a lot bigger, and there will be no bleed because I had to print mine out. Now, to set up, you'll take your 40 sword cards, and then you'll shuffle them up together. You'll give yourself 15 cards, and out of those 15, you will draft 7, which I already have here. Then you'll take the remainder, shuffle it back into the deck, and then draw the top 10 and place those 10 here. This will be a support deck, which we'll use maybe later on in the game. Then you'll take your, I believe these are called Muse cards. It's all print and played out here for me. You'll take these Muse cards, you'll take 5 only and place them here, and the other 5 will go out of the game. And then now you're ready to start. I do have some D12s. There will be D10s in the game. Apparently I don't have any D10s. I really thought I did. And we have some D8s here. When I get to 9, I guess I'll just flip a 6 upside down. It should be fine. In order to begin, let's see here. My voltage begins at 0. This is my attack measure. This is my defense. And this is my voltage. Voltage is kind of like your mana. So I'll begin with increasing it by 1. So I go from 0 to 1 here. And I'll flip over my first opponent. Okay, Cremier. Her attack is 1, or begins at 1, and her defense begins at 3. Okay, and then her programmed attack is the same. She will, I guess, raise her attack value again, and then she will do a physical attack on me. She has initiative of 1, which means that I move once, and then she'll go. So it will be a lot of back and forth for this one. Her last ability is Undying Legend, passive response. If the Muse's life falls to 0, revive with a 2 life and lose this ability to the end of the game. Okay, so she technically has, I guess, 17 as opposed to 15. That's going to be fun for me. Now, in my hand, I'll have 7 cards. These 2 are the base one. This will increase my attack value by 1. And then this will increase my defense by X. X is whatever amount of mana I use to spend here. Each round, your voltage will increase. So in round 1, I only have 1 voltage. This is a nice, simplistic way to get rid of what I guess Magic the Gathering players call mana screw, where you just draw and draw and draw, and there's no resources for you to play anything. And that can be quite frustrating. These are my 7 cards here. These 4 will be one-time use cards. I use them once and then they're done. And then these are my reoccurring ones. This is Slashing Saber. I get a physical attack. This is Black Blade. I do a physical attack and then my opponent can't respond, which would be kind of nice. And then 4, Hibiscus Flare. This does a magical attack of 3 damage. A magical attack is the same as a physical attack, except it bypasses your opponent's defense, and my opponent's defense is currently at 3. If I have 0 cards in my hand after playing this card, this attack becomes, magic 6. So if I get rid of that, and then play, well, I should be able to win the day. Okay. So they're going to do a physical attack on me. I only have 1 mana, so I'm just going to push my, what these are called breath cards, push this up 1, and then that'll increase my defense by 1. Okay, that's the end of my turn. The breath cards come back here, which are out of my hand, and my hand stays here. And then we go to the Muse. The Muse will increase their attack by 1, increase their attack by 1 again. Yikes, she's at a 3, and then she does a physical attack on me. So 3 minus 1 is 2. I take 2 damage, and then It comes back to me. My voltage goes up by 1, so now I have 2 voltage. This is going to be fun here. I can raise it up and attack, but it doesn't do anything. My lowest card to play is this 2. Okay, this one revives me. This one temporarily increases my defense. I think I could take a few more hits. Oh, this one revives my health. And then, this is Spectral Lupin, which reduces their health by half, woohoo, which is pretty nice. All right, I'm just going to spend both of my mana on that to 3. So I go up 2, so now my defense is at 3, and then that's my turn. Breath card comes back to me. It comes back to the Muse, 1/3. She increases her attack level by 2. That's going to be fun. So she hits for 5, and then she attacks. 5 minus 3 is 2. I go down by another 2, and it comes back to me. Voltage goes up by 3. I'm going to increase my attack by 1, so I do that. And then let's see what we can do. If I attack, she just defends, and that doesn't do anything for me. I could do this attack, and she defends, doesn't do anything for me. So I guess I could spend the rest of mine building up my defense, but I'm always going to lose. So let's just do this. I'm going to spend Moonlight Rutzel, and yeah, let's stick with that. And then I'll spend my last one on here to increase my defense by 1. Okay, so now it's the end of my turn. Both these come to me. In a regular game, I should be playing this card face down, but I'm just going to keep it here for the solo game. It becomes her turn. She increases her attack by 2, so now she's at 7, and then she attacks. So 7 minus 4 is 3. However, I respond to that, saying my defense increases by 3 until the end of this turn. So now it's at 7, so it blocks. This is a one-time use, so it's removed from the game. I'm going to go ahead and place it maybe over here off to the side, or here off to the side, to show that I did this. And then it comes back to me. My voltage goes up, and now I am at 4. I am going to, I want to always increase my attack because I need to slowly build this up over time. So my attack is now at 2. That gives me 3 left over. I think I'm going to spend this 2, and that gives me 4 life. So I'm back at max. Only 1 left. I'll go up here and increase my defense to 5. This slides down. This goes away. Becomes their turn. They're going to max out at 9. This is technically a 6, but I'm going to flip it upside down to a 9. And then they attack. Yikes. So 9 minus 5 is 4. I lose 4 health. And it comes back to me. So now I am at 5. And again, I'm going to increase my attack to 3. So now I just break even. And then I'm going to spend... No, not this one. Spectral Lupin. So this does a magic attack of X, and X is half of your opponent's current life rounded up. So they're at 15, so that is 7 damage, and they're down to 8. Good days. So this comes out. This is a one-time use, so it is removed from the match. Comes back to my opponent. They're going to increase their attack, but their increase stays at 9. And then they, do an attack again. So 9 minus 5 is 4, so I lose 4 more health. 11 minus 4 is 7. Okay, and then it's back to me. I pretty much only have 2 more actions. That's not going to be good. 6. This will let me live, I guess. So we'll push this up here to 4, and now I can do damage. So I am going to do 1. This will allow me an attack. So 4 minus 1 is 1. They go down by 1. This will be another attack. That's cost of 2. So 4 minus 3 is another 1. So they go down again. That's 4 total. I have 2 more. Now I might as well just increase my defense to 7. Okay. These come back. And these come back to my hand. It is now my opponent's turn. They max out at 9. And they attack again, so I lose 2 HP. And it comes back to me, and I am at 7. All right. And this will be pretty easy. So I am just going to do that to 5. Raise that to 5. I'm going to do an attack. So they go down by 2. And then I'll place this, which is a magical attack of 3. They reduce to 1. Okay, things are pretty simple right now. And then that is 6. I only have 1 left. I'll just place this card here. So at the end of the attack, if your life falls to 0, you revive with 2 life. I'm going to throw this card away just so I can trigger it next turn. It becomes my opponent's turn, so they go up, they're maxed. They attack again for 2. I go down by 2. This does not trigger, so it goes in the trash. Too bad, so sad. That might have been a mistake, but it's okay. We're at 8. Things are looking pretty dangerous right now. So we're going to push this up to 6. But it's going to be fine, because we're also going to do this attack. And that is 3 damage. And, well, Cremier is toast. But she has a response, so then she comes back to life with the 2, because yay for her. Then I will do another attack for 6 minus 3 is 3, and then now she's toast. All right. So once this is gone, I'll take these cards here and bring them back into my hand. And then I face my new opponent. Everything resets. Now in a 2-player game, there's a lot more back and forth. The bots here, the muses here are kind of programmed here, so you know what they're going to do and you know how to defend against the attack. So let's see who our new opponent is. Zeddy. She begins with 2 attack, 0 defense. So I'm just going to leave this here. Initiative 1, so we're constantly going to go back and forth. The Explorer of Lands Unknown. Okay. She has a Hidden Blade. She'll do a physical attack that I cannot respond to. Joy. And then she's going to do a... Ooh, ouch. A magic attack of 3. That's not going to be fun. She has a passive ability of increase all damage you take by 1 and decrease all damage the muse takes by 1. Well, that's not going to be fun. It's going to be fun for her, but not fun for me. All right, so it's in my park now. She's going to get 3 and 6. Yikes, so that's going to be 6 damage right up front. Let's see if there's a way to mitigate that. There is no way for me to really... I just have to make sure I live long enough. Her physical attack is always going to get stronger, so it's best for me not to use this one off. I am just going to increase my defense and then take those hits. Okay, now it's her turn. She will do a... Oh, no. She doesn't do that. Okay, so she's going to do an attack of 2. I lose 2 damage, but because of her passive ability, that's actually +1. Joy. And then she's going to do a magic attack of 3, but because of her passive ability, it's going to be 4. Yikes, so I'm down to 8. And it's back to me. All right, so now we go up to 2 voltage. Oh, I kind of want to cry. Okay, so I think that I'm going to spend 1 on this to always increase my attack. And the next one will be Moonlight Rutile, which will give me a defense of 3. So this comes back here. This L, which I believe will stay here. It'll come up to her. She attacks. And then I am able to use this to defend. So her 2 does not break this. And this goes away out of the game. I did not take any damage, so she doesn't get that +1 damage. But she does that magical attack, and yikes, that puts me here. This is going badly for me really quickly. I am going to use this to gain 4 life. That puts me back at 8. Then I'm going to spend 1 here to increase this by 1. And yeah, that's all she wrote. So this is going to come back down to me. It is now her turn. She is going to attack. So 2 minus 1 is still 1, plus another 1. And then Ike's plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm going to lose. This game can be quite brutal. All right, so here's 4. I will do my defense to get this up to 2. So now I won't take, it's just the magic attack, and I am going to lose, so I need to do something about that. I'm going to go up here to use her. She's going to bring me back to life when I die, and I still have 2 more left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get support, which is probably not the smartest thing. So when you take support, you'll take 3 cards from the support deck here. You'll take them, and then you'll look at them. And let's see here. Okay, this one's just another attack. This one is a magic attack. That could be useful. Ooh. Dripping attack. So this is just a drip attack. So their life will slowly reduce by 1 every turn. I'm not going to last that long. And it's also a 3. So I'm going to take this one. Now, the trick is that you're supposed to put these 2 here, face down, to show that that costs you 2, so that way you don't forget. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 here. So these get removed from the game. This comes down. This support card stays here. It's not in my hand, it's in my breath space here. So every time I use it, it's always going to come back here. Unless it was a one-time off and has this L shape here, which says limited. Okay, and then it comes back to her. She's going to attack me for 2. My defense blocks that. Then she's going to do a magical attack. That goes here. This is going to trigger. My life comes back to 2. And somehow, I'm still alive. This comes back to 5. I think I am kind of toast here. There is no way for me to get past from this. So I could do this 4 here, and that's going to reduce their health here. At least I could pretend I'm doing a good job. There's nothing else here. Maybe there's a chance that of something to heal me. Oh, yes. Wow, these are all pretty strong. That could save me the game if I were going to die next turn. So I'm going to take these 2, put it here. This becomes here. So I have spent 2 of my voltage. I still have a few more. I'm going to use this for 3. That means when I die, I come back to life. And then I still have 2 more. So I can go ahead and use something. So maybe I will 2, 2, 2. Maybe I'll increase my attack by 1, and then I will attack. And that's 3. That does 3 damage. Wow, I finally did something. Look at that. So this will come back to my hand. These will go out of the game. This will come back to my breath area. This is limited. It'll stay here. It is their turn. They'll do 2. I defend 2. And then they do a magic attack, which goes back to 3. I'm 0. I come back to life. Yeah, I have the luck of the Irish here. I am just very, very lucky. Unfortunately, my support deck is kind of small. I don't know if I'll be able to get past her. And then now I'm at 6. So this does look pretty helpful. And I'm still going to die. Even if I increase, that's 1 to 4. Let's just see if we could do this. 4, and I do this 4, so that takes on 4 damage. And then I do another 2. That's another 4. Oh, so close. 2. Oh, and there's a 1 here. Takes it down to 1. Well, it was close. I got really close. And then there's 2 more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing less to do. I'll just add 1 here. These all come back to my hand. This slides down. It is her turn. She does the magic, and I'm toast. And that was pretty fast. I only did 2. Wow. I think the last time I played, I got all the way to 5. And if you could do it, you can get to 5. I lost the game. Now, these are only 5, but there, I believe, are 20 muses, and they are all unique. So every time you play, it will be quite a unique experience. And you can even program this if you want to try different combinations. All right, guys, that has been the solo game. And I apologize. I did not do as well as I thought I would do. All right, guys, I'm going to try and do a two-player game sometime in the near future. But for now, let's go to our next video, and then you can see my final thoughts. Once again, guys, my name's Jay. I play Asian board games and share what I find with all of you. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and definitely comment below. And I will see you in our next video where I talk about my final thoughts. I'm out. Really thought I had it that time.